Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bailey is Here. My name is Bailey Sola and I'm a student at Vista Del Largo. Today I'm going to explain why we need better funding for our American troops. American troops risk their lives every day and deserve better funding. They don't just fight battles physically, they also battle internal battles when they come back home. They are the few that are brave enough to stand up and risk their lives to protect our country and everyone in it. These troops work so hard and are paid very little. Our troops make the biggest sacrifice like rarely ever seeing their families, developing post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and they also have the constant fear of being killed. With all the risk involved, they still make the decision to fight for our liberty and freedom. When these troops do not have the money, they sometimes cannot support themselves. Some of our troops also have families that they need to support, and they can't do that when they have no money, which makes it even harder on the family. With that being said, our government thinks that they are being paid enough. To start off, let's talk about their pay. According to Army.com, for enlisted, a private is only paid $18,802.80 yearly with 2 years of experience. For a corporal, it is $24,552 yearly with more than 2 years of experience. For a sergeant, it is $26,776.80 yearly with more than 2 years of experience, even with the included medical, food, and shelter. This is terrible pay compared to the $51,939 average salary of a U.S. citizen. Here are some of the reasons on why they should be paid more. One of the reasons is they develop PTSD. PTSD is a mental health disorder caused by a terrible event that happened to one person, and side effects may include flashback, nightmares, and severe anxiety, as well as uncomfortable thoughts about the event. Sergeant Herrera, Army.com, tells us about his story of PTSD. He says, quote, "I don't know what the trigger was, but it hit me hard. I went home one evening and all of a sudden I felt a tightness in my chest. It was hard to breathe. I felt closed in and panicky. I bolted out of bed thinking I was dying. I paced the room in darkness for hours before I exhausted myself. I almost went to the ER that night, but the soldier in me said to stick it out. The morning came and it hit again. A panic, a fear of being closed off, claustrophobia, and pains in the chest. I thought maybe I was having a heart attack, and if it was, I needed to see a doctor." End quote. This is the effect of PTSD. This is a permanent emotional scar that he will live with forever. Shouldn't soldiers be paid a little bit more because of this? On top of that, some soldiers have even lost their limbs. Home for Our Troops tells us a story of my friend, Marine Corps Corporal Joshua Hotelling. On the night of May 13, 2011 in Sangin, Afghanistan, Joshua Hotelling was minesweeping. He was walking around with a metal detector and he stepped on an improvised explosive device, IED, which is a bomb laid underground by the enemy. He was rushed to the hospital in Germany where they amputated both legs, his thumb, and index finger on his right hand. Our troops definitely need to be paid more. If this lack of pay continues, it might steer people away from joining the military. This would decrease the military population and make our military weaker. A weaker military could result in vulnerable United States of America. We could keep this from happening. I challenge you to donate to foundations that support our troops. Some examples are Homes for Our Troops, which is an organization that helps wounded troops have a place to live when they get medically discharged. And after 10 years, it becomes the Troops House. Here are some links for more information on this subject. Alright guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you for listening. Have a great night.